One Dance by Drake here on 98.5 WNUW. Happy Thursday morning, everybody. You're listening to Thursday Morning Lineup, formerly known as Thursday Night Lineup, with Owen and Noah. Noah, how has your week been thus far? I know we got one more day to go before the weekend, but how you doing?
It's been pretty good. I mean, we got to watch a lot of interesting things in sports going on. Been a little tired, honestly. It's been a long week with baseball here at Newman University, but it's been fun. It's been a fun week. How about you, Owen? How's your week been?
I've been pretty good. It is Valentine's Day week. I have, what is that, on Saturday?
Saturday.
I have an email here saying that you can take 25% off of one clothing item or gift on Thursday or Friday at the Newman Knights shop. How about it? So
there you go. Might have to swing by there.
All you singles out there? No, you're not allowed. All you singles out there, if you want to go ahead and pick up something for yourself, that is available. Yes, man, you are.
What if I want to pick up something for someone else?
In a relationship, therefore, you are not allowed to go down to use the sale.
All right.
You may go shop at the stores like everybody else.
Somebody's jealous.
I think jealous is a strong word. No, thank you. No jealousy over here.
All right, bro.
Happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there that will be celebrating. It's a lovely time of the year. Love is in the air, if you couldn't tell by actions from Atlanta Falcons rookie defensive end James Pearce Jr. He actually went out of his way to try and crash his vehicle into his girlfriend's vehicle, ex-girlfriend at the time, clearly, and which resulted in some hefty damages and his arrest. There were, 6 or 7 police officers holding him down on the ground because he's a big, strong guy.
No wonder he was a first-round draft pick.
Yeah, man, those first-round draft picks, they don't mess around, so that's a danger that you want to definitely contain there, because if your heart is messed up by a girl and your brain is messed up by CTE, that's a pretty dangerous combo, man.
Yeah.
That's a lethal weapon, one would say, like Danny Glover.
He's facing 5 different felony charges for this.
Well, you have to remember, though, he's an NFL player, so he'll probably just be, fine in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People are already talking about Ruggs coming back soon. And that guy killed somebody with his car.
Apparently, it says here he was released from the correctional center that he was in Sunday night after posting a $20,500 bond.
Yeah, that's like $10 to that guy. So, you know what I mean?
Jeez. This is crazy. I heard something online that he was already kind of a hothead in college, and that everybody else was didn't really want to pick a fight with him anyways, because he would just super angry.
This water is horrible. Yeah, I actually I read a post from one of his from one of his high school teammates saying, that doesn't surprise me at all. He was a total hothead.
He was really good though. Did he finish in the Defensive Rookie of the Year voting?
He finished up there, but Carson Schweschinger took it away because he had to do literally everything on the Cleveland defense.
Besides Myles Garrett, who won Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh, yeah. Past that first 4. The first 4.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett is getting sack after sack, but past the first 4 is Schweschinger all day.
Yeah.
They traded a couple pieces from that secondary away. Still have the Warden, though. So cold.
Man, that Browns team is a mess, man.
Yeah, the Browns are a mess. There are a couple different messy situations in the NFL right now. Former Jets player is in some trouble. I don't know if we wanted to go into that story at all. We don't really.
What, the linebacker?
Yeah,
the Chiefs linebacker.
We don't really have. to.
Yeah, we don't really have
if
to.
You don't want to.
Okay. It's fine. We could talk about. Was it Crosby? Maxx Crosby, that whole situation.
We can go into Maxx Crosby. Yeah, listen, there's a lot of crazy NFL stories out there going. There's a lot of stuff going around right now. Bad stuff.
Season just ended, and it's already all over the place.
But Maxx Crosby, on the other hand, that's something where it's like Giannis. Every year, everybody's saying, where's he going to go? And then the owner is like, you're not going anywhere. You're our wigger. You're not allowed to leave, Max. Basically. Yeah.
Basically. But I'll read the thing from Football Forever for the people at home. Maxx Crosby reportedly told Raiders minority owner Tom Brady that he will never play for the franchise again and will retire if he's unable to join another team.
Do it, you won't. No bosh. I'll tell you what, he won't retire, he'll fake retire until the Raiders are like, all right, I'm done with this guy. Then all of a sudden he's back out of retirement.
Yeah.
Like,
That's all leverage. It's all
James Harden
leverage.
with the fat suit, man. That's what he should do.
Well,
James Harden with the fat suit.
Yeah. We saw a similar story with Myles Garrett. And look, they waved a bunch of money in his face, and he couldn't pass it down.
They gave him more money than God.
So,
and then he played an entire football season, and he's back on social media complaining again.
well, I mean, yeah.
So it's like, dude, I'm really looking forward to what happens with Breece Hall and Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
I don't know that each of those front offices values either one of those guys as much as they should. Like those teams might just swap players.
Although K9 really balled out in the Super Bowl, so he basically was like,
what was that stuff about him doing contract negotiations on the stage with John Schneider?
really?
You didn't hear about that?
No,
John
I
Schneider
didn't
went
hear
up on the
about
mic during the Super Bowl parade / speeches, and he was like, "Give it up for Ken Walker, Super Bowl MVP." It was kind of weird. He just tried to negotiate with me 5 minutes ago, and Kenneth Walker's like right next to him, like. So I think he was just messing with him.
Those parades, man.
Ken Walker hates crowds and hates public speaking and hates the media and all that stuff. So maybe he was just messing with him.
Maybe.
But I mean, yeah, man, those contracts are gonna be big if they do come out. Like Maxx Crosby's contract is gonna be a big one wherever he does end up going.
Is he on contract? Is he a free agent this season?
I thought that was it this year.
Really?
Thought that was it.
Okay.
I mean, is it not?
I
thought it was 4 years, and then they gave him another couple of year contract.
I feel like if you're saying you're gonna retire versus not coming back, I'm assuming you're a free agent. But that whole thing is a mess, man.
Oh wow! So it looks like expiration. Oh my gosh!
What's up?
Oh no! He signed a 3-year extension.
So he has to be traded.
In the spring.
So he has to be traded. Yeah, I remember he got a contract. That's why.
Yo, this guy's cooked. Why did he do this?
I was wondering why he was saying this stuff. So I'm like, I was pretty sure he's still on contract.
He's not an undrafted free agent, he's not an unrestricted free agent until he turns 33.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's so cooked. Wow.
So they have to trade him basically. Or what if he retires? What's the logistics on if he retires?
Why now? I get it a couple of years ago. Why now? After you just dished. Yeah. After you just what's it called?
It was probably the money thing. They waved the money in his face again.
No. No. But why is he asking for? What's that noise?
I have no idea. I'm sure it's nothing. It's like a humming. It's fine.
They just got Brock Bowers, and now they're gonna get Mendoza.
Yeah. I know.
If I was him, man, I would stick around and see what this young cat's got. They still don't have an offensive line though.
No offensive line.
Which is a big thing. It's them and the Chargers
and the Patriots.
Yeah, there's a couple of teams that just have no protection. Really no protection. Well, the Patriots had protection up until the playoffs. Will Campbell forgot how to block. A couple guys forgot how to block.
Doesn't he have short arms?
I don't know if that was
short arms for a tackle or something.
Is that him that has the short arms? He might. I remember he's the guy that's like, I'm gonna fight and die.
Yeah, no, and then Drake May's on the ground half the time during that game.
Yeah, that was a brutal loss for the Patriots. I was definitely one of the guys that was riding with the Patriots going into that. I picked them to win. I thought they could for sure take down the Emerald City Goblins.
Best defense in the NFL.
The Seattle Seahawks, but man, Drake May just absolutely dropped the ball. I mean, completely dropped the ball.
Yeah.
We had said on Game Time that he looked like he was out of it. He looked like he was defeated. He wasn't emotionally invested in the game, and his brothers weren't picking him up.
No, although the defense played well for the first 3 quarters at least.
They really did. The defense was doing their part. Yeah. But a lot of the media, their reaction has been Drake May is buns. He stinks.
As if he wasn't runner-up for MVP.
He's not as good as everybody said he was. Right. Yeah, but I mean, that's just this is what happened. Sam Darnold was he runner-up for MVP after the Vikings season? He wasn't runner-up. He was in the top 5 voting.
I think he was in the top 5 voting.
For sure, without a doubt. And then he stunk it up in the playoffs, and now he's a Super Bowl champion.
I know Vikings fans are kicking themselves right now.
And people are going to say, and Sam Darnold haters, people are going to say, blah, blah, blah. He wasn't that good. He didn't have to do anything. He's a system quarterback. Look, man, people said the same thing about Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
When you win, people don't like you. When you lose, people love to talk about it. I got nothing but respect for Sam Darnold.
I'm happy for him.
I'm not gonna tear Drake May to shreds.
Yeah.
Even though I did.
He is a rookie, so
he's young. Is he a rookie?
He's a rookie.
Was that his rookie
or
year?
his sophomore year? It was his first starting season, I'm pretty sure, like full starting season. I can't remember if he was a rookie or not. I want to say he was, but I could be very far off and say he was a second year. He came out of UNC, right?
Yeah, so they picked him up in 2024.
So last year. Last year. So, but he didn't play.
Sophomore season.
I don't think he played last year though.
They teased him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But either way, it's his first
unreal.
full season as a starter. Is where I was getting at.
Yeah.
But
Drake May is definitely.
He'll be good.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about him falling off the face of the earth like Geno Smith or like C.J. Stroud or
I'm worried about Travion Henderson.
where they have one good season and then they like collapse.
Vrabel's building a demon up there. They're trying to get that dynasty back on track.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That defense is still stacked, man. Can't forget about that.
Christian Gonzalez is a great top 5 corner in the league, and he showed that.
Top 2, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
He's up there.
Yeah, I mean.
What, Surtain and then him?
Name somebody better than him other than Patrick Surtain. It's like, you can't.
Well, you could argue, J.C. Horn, almost. You could argue, you could probably argue Quinyon.
I thought J.C. Horn was
Horn's the Panthers corner. He was the other corner that was drafted in that same draft class.
Do they have a safety that's unreal? I might be mixing him up with their safety.
It's a great question.
I know they picked up DJ Reed. Oh, they also have Trevon Moehrig, who's really good. He's bounced around. Oh my gosh, I love the Panthers defense. Yeah. I don't know, man. Look, Gonzo's unbelievable. I think he's probably better than Quinyon Mitchell. I don't have a problem saying that. I think if you're a diehard Eagles fan, you're probably gonna ride with Quinyon, but I'm not necessarily dying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
I'm dying hard, but I'm not necessarily the guys that are out there like cursing and stuff in the parking lot, screaming like drunk. Like people think diehard Eagles fan. That's what they view. It's not.
Yeah, that's fair.
Until
you're alone in your house and you're doing the same thing.
I'm a mega fan, but I'm looking at it from an analytical standpoint usually, trying to look at who's making the best plays. Our team usually it is Quinyon. I wouldn't be surprised if for the Patriots it was Gonzo. I mean, a lot of people were saying he was the best football player on the field in that Super Bowl. But I mean,
K9 went off. You can't forget about Jason Myers too.
He did go. Yeah, Jason Myers was a dog, and he almost got you to slip up and say LeChudley and Tomlinson.
Yeah, no, I read it
instead of LaDainian Tomlinson.
I read it and I was like, wait, what is he saying here? Oh, that's it. That's who.
That would have been so good. I was so close. You were about to say it. You were like.
Well, I didn't even start talking. I kind of was just like, what am I looking at? And then I was like, oh, it's LaDainian Tomlinson.
You definitely saw it.
No, I read it, but I didn't speak it out loud.
Yeah, but you wanted to.
I'm not saying LeChudley and Tomlinson.
You just did. Come on, man. It's a goated name. I'm gonna name my kid that LeChudley.
Bro, the start of our script, you were like, "Welcome, Chuds. Welcome back."
Yeah, hello, Chuds. Welcome back to Game Time. Yeah, that was your was your intro that you wrote up.
Yeah, sure.
I thought you did a great job.
Of course, I wrote it, right?
I thought you did a great job on the intro, but yeah, I mean, the Super Bowl happened and we watched it and we were not happy. The halftime show was interesting. The commercials were not.
Nope.
And at the end of all of it, we're going to see a nice, big, plump, and ripe football NFL running back contract.
Yeah.
Wrote out on a nice, firm piece of papyrus and handed over to the Michigan State alum, Kenneth Walker III. And he'll be like, hooray, and get injured in the second game.
But the question is, for what team? Will he re-sign in Seattle or will he go somewhere else?
They should keep him.
They should.
They should keep him.
I think they should. He proved why.
Charbonnet's going to be rehabbing the whole offseason. So,
yeah. Did you hear the thing about, if we're sticking with running backs here, did you hear about the thing with Rico? How he doesn't want to come back to Carolina, apparently, because they stopped giving him reps?
Yeah. Well, they paid Chupa Hubbard all that money last year, so that makes sense that they'd rather stick with him.
Yeah, but they gave him his starting reps, and he played better than Chuba, and then Chuba got healthy again, and then
Chupa
started playing.
Yeah, but then Chupa was better again at the back half of the year, so.
I guess, but Rico gets better as his carries go up.
I think Rico Dowdle. Did you send me the thing about Kansas City?
For Rico, yeah, I did.
I think Rico Dowdle's going to end up somewhere like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Pacheco and Kareem Hunt are free agents this year, and I doubt they're going to re-sign either of them. Maybe Kareem Hunt, but I highly doubt that they re-sign Pacheco, especially after last season.
Bro, they might re-sign Kareem Hunt. That guy did everything that they asked him to.
He's their power back. I don't see why they wouldn't.
He did everything that they asked him to last year. Another guy that shouldn't be in the league because of his criminal history.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. Look, I'm like one of the, what's it called for Minecraft?
The Villagers? Nice. So corny, bro. I say that as if I wasn't playing Minecraft like the other day out of pure boredom.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
I'll tell you what, though, about the Super Bowl with DeMarcus Lawrence leaving Dallas, saying that he won't win a Super Bowl in Dallas, and then proceeds to win a Super Bowl in Seattle the next year. I'm happy for the guy,
Nobody
but
winning a Super Bowl in Dallas.
unless we're in the 90s.
Dallas. Yeah.
I am happy for him, though.
Unless we're before you and I and all of our friends and everybody we know were born. Yeah. But
Well, besides our parents.
what the heck is that about, man? That's like Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. They're like, champions of Europe, you'll never sing that. Because they won the Champions League in like the 50s or like the 60s or something. And now they're not as good as all the big clubs, but they were. They used to be on top. Oh, man, come on. We need the Cowboys to beat the Eagles and win the NFC East for the script of the NFL. It would be good for the league because they're supposed to be America's team. But right now, man, the Eagles are making a strong case for America's team.
All right. You know what's funny? My dad has made that comment before where it's like if the NFL is scripted, then the Cowboys have to win a Super Bowl at some point just to keep them relevant.
Yeah.
But it's never going to happen. You can keep saying it, but unless we make...
Not with Jerry. I think maybe Goodell has something against them.
I don't know, man. I think I think we have a decent shot at it this year if we can find a way to re-sign Pickens and Javonte and then just draft straight studs defensively in the draft.
Yeah, but you would need an Eagles-type draft. You would just need everybody to be a hit.
Exactly.
Which is, like, rare.
The only thing that Jerry is good at drafting is, I want to say, offensive linemen and edge rushers.
Maybe.
Edge rushers. And, I mean, he didn't completely whiff on Trayvon Diggs because of his ACL injuries. Can't really control that. But I don't know if that, I'm still trying to figure out if that Siobhan Ravel Jr. pick last year is a bust or not, because he coming off an ACL injury and he started off his first 2-3 games and was like strapping up everybody.
Yeah.
But then toward the end of the season, he was getting quite literally fried on every route.
Yeah.
So I can't tell because, again, Eberflus was a zone defense guy and Ravel is a man cover corner. So I don't know. We'll see.
That definitely plays a part, though, what the defensive coordinator likes to run and what the DB is used to.
And I know that the one that we just got, your secondary coach that we signed as our defensive coordinator, I'm assuming he's more of a man coverage guy, and it kind of fits the more modern, like, pass coverage style defense. So hopefully we can square that off, and then we have our 3 big D tackles in the middle to stop the run game.
Yeah, you guys do have a very big front. That plays a big role in the modern NFL. These guys are gigantic now. They're big and they're fast, so you need to clog up the space up front in order for your guys at the second level to break through and make tackles, make the tackles they need to, especially when things are kicked out to the side.
Yeah.
Swing routes and on screen passes. The last thing you want is that running back to be able to cut back to the middle and for there to be space there, because that completely defeats the whole entire purpose of the play. But yeah, man, that's big. That is big for the Cowboys. We are enjoying the Eagles-Cowboys rivalry as it continues to fester. The 2 best teams in that division, although a couple years ago it was weird because it looked like the
Commanders.
Commanders were going to, the Guardians, right? You, like, mix up the woke name. Yeah. So, like, we thought the Commanders were going to make their way into the, race, the pack, the young teams from the NFC. And, yeah, sure enough, they went down and they exploded. Yeah.
Too many injuries, though.
I meant to ask you. We can talk about this during the break real quick as we
give you guys an ear break.
We head to a short break here on 98.5 WNUW. I was going to ask you about something in fantasy, so we will hold that. Folks, don't go anywhere. Welcome back to 98.5 WNUW's Talking on TML. Because it's Thursday morning lineup.
TML.
We were TNL for Thursday night lineup, of course,
Yes.
but we are now into morning. There are still plenty of things to be covered. It's not like we missed too much. We just have an extra night of sports. And last night, there were many a thing going on in the NBA, including a Kawhi Leonard
Game winner.
buzzer beater. That's right, game winner against the Houston Rockets. A small foot sprain to sideline Cooper Flagg is what we're going to start out with, though. I wanted to ask you, Noah, because you're a Dallas guy, Dallas fan. Are you happy with Cooper Flagg? I already know the answer to that. Ignore that question.
I was about to say.
What has this experience been like with Flagg so far? Because obviously you guys sold your soul and signed the rights to everything within the heart of the club away to the devil in return for the first overall pick. So,
Yeah.
And it worked out, though. So what's the experience been like?
It seems to be working out for the most part. Obviously, Cooper Flagg, as of now, is not Luka. I think that's pretty set in stone. I mean, he's averaging, 33 or something a game. It's like this points leader in the NBA or something. But Cooper Flagg is top 5 in every single stat throughout all rookies. So that's a good sign. He's apparently, I saw this thing on Instagram, he's averaging a similar stat line to LeBron when he was into the league his first year. Not saying that Cooper Flagg will be LeBron because 20 points a game.
He's going to be better.
20 points a game in LeBron's rookie year is like much higher than 20 points a game in the current NBA.
Maybe.
But in my opinion, because it was more defensive heavy. But I digress. Cooper Flagg is the future of Dallas, and
You could argue that the people were worse athletes, though. But go ahead.
there were just more rules about defense. Like you couldn't really I guess you couldn't say you could score at will. Besides the fact that you could.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, that's true. Look, we talk about contract determining fouls all the time. And that's huge here. Denny Avdia.
But yeah, Cooper Flagg has been nothing short of
Awesome.
awesome.
I mean,
Yeah.
the guy-
20 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists, and averaging a little less than a block and 1.2 steals a game. That's, I mean, for a rookie, that's pretty nice. He leads the team in minutes. Man, I just find it really funny that we traded Luka for a bag of chips, and it was just like we traded AD. And then AD played like maybe not even 30 games with us, and then we just ship him to Washington in return. So basically, our Luka trade was 3 firsts, like 4 seconds, and then a bunch of mediocre players. Which, in a standpoint, if you look at it from a wide range, isn't, and then obviously Cooper Flagg, but in a standpoint, it's not that bad if Luka wasn't as good as he is. I don't know. I like Cooper Flagg. We've lost 5 straight. We're 19-34 right now.
Yeah.
And Cooper Flagg I think he's had 25 plus in each game that we've lost or something like that. So
You guys are building, man.
Yeah.
The Mavs are going to be just fine. They have enough money. They have enough talent, and they have this guy Cooper Flagg. That's unbelievable. So for the future, for the next couple of years, I'm not really too worried about the Mavs and their situation.
Yeah.
Somebody I am worried about, Anthony Davis. So they shipped him off to
Washington
to the Wizards.
with
where
Trae Young,
Trae Young's over there too.
and they got Sarr there too, right?
Well, they have Sarr. They have a couple guys. They have some guys in Washington for sure. I was gonna say they had Keyshawn George, and then he went to or Keontae George, and then he went to Utah, and he's balling. And dude, I think they have a Champagny. I think they have a Champagny on that team, and they did have Bub Carrington, unless he got moved. Look, man, Washington's got a lot of young guys, so I don't really ever watch Washington Wizards basketball, like ever, literally ever.
Yeah.
That's one of the teams and like the Kings, like there's just some teams I just never watch.
Yeah.
However, we now have Glassman and Curry -1.0, Trae Young, on the same team, and they're tanking on purpose. They're doing unethical tanking.
Yeah.
So, sitting these guys that are your good players to play your bad players is not cool.
No.
You don't want to be doing that. In the modern NBA, that's how you get ahead, though. So it's kind of like accepted and respected because the Sixers started doing it. That's the first time I heard. It's the first time a lot of people at my age heard the word tanking. You heard the term tanking.
Yeah.
Sam Hinkie. What a beast. I wish we still had him. Look up Sam Hinkie.
Yeah. The Mavs aren't
Beast
tanking.
of a GM.
We just suck.
Yeah, man. The Wizards look like they were, and then they made this move, and now I think this is going to send them further into the tank. 2 aging guys, one of them with injury problems.
Yeah.
I mean, Anthony Davis. I have a quote here from Bam McMahon, the best writer for ESPN basketball, and the best reporters, Bontemps. Everybody knows that.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason that they're the best is because they bring humor to it. They add a humorous side to it, which is nice because in the NBA, it's always like it's like a drama fest. It's like high school all the time with these stories. Yeah, and then recently there was some fighting going on. But I'll quote it. "I'm here," Davis shouted after strutting toward the sideline animatedly, pointing to the American Airlines center court. "I'm here." Do you remember that? When he first got there and he threw down the putback dunk in that first game and he was yelling, "I'm here."
Oh, I think
I'm
so.
here.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And then he wasn't. After all of that, what's the Karl Anthony Towns? After all that, right? Then I think some kid like met him and said that to him and made him uncomfortable. I seen that in an interview. After all that, Anthony Davis has absolutely nothing to show for it, except for more injuries, and he's wearing another jersey of a team that's even worse. He's been slowly digressing.
Yeah.
It is very, very unfortunate for AD.
Very
but
sad.
It's fortunate for the Mavs. You guys get some picks out of it. You guys
Bagley played well.
you guys figure out your... Yeah, you got Bagley, too. I mean,
Bagley played really well in his first game.
he was a
in
mega
Dallas.
bust when he was drafted, and now you look at him, and he's just like, he's filled out, he's put on some weight, and he's used to rotations, and he's kind of become just like a good rebounder, defender type NBA. And he can... The first thing with Marvin Bagley was that he could score. When he was in high school and everybody's watching these tapes, it was his scoring.
Yeah.
But
And then we have 40-year-old Chris Middleton.
he's turned into Middleton's a guy that has helped a lot of development for players on the Bucks, so he'll do the same for you.
Probably like with Gafford and Bagley. Probably specifically Bagley.
Well, I think more so with guys that Bagley's jump shooting more so with guys that need help on the mid range and being more consistent with the three, because Middleton made a real change early in his career and became one of the better catch and shoot, one of the more reliable catch and shoot guys.
And we've always been known as a catch and shoot three type of team. And we kind of have that in a way with Thompson and Najee Marshall and PJ Washington.
Bro, that year where you guys made it to the finals.
Oh my God! It was just Luka would drive, kick, and then bang out for
kick
three.
To Reggie Bullock or Maxi Kleba.
Oh God!
Or
What
Dorian Finney-Smith. It was like unbelievable. Like imagine having a choice of those three.
Yeah.
After driving to the basket.
I don't know why we got rid of Reggie.
Being Luka, it was such a simple. It was such a because he was buns. He couldn't do anything except for shuffle from sideline to sideline and catch and shoot threes.
Yeah, I guess, but he was consistent.
He had cool hair too. The thing with Luka is like he can slow the pace down, and then when everybody's like
collapses.
When everybody's like kind of like caught in his tempo, and they're playing at his pace, he lulls you into sleep, and then a pass that you weren't expecting, and Reggie Bullock, and he knocks it down immediately. So because he used to shoot line drives, man.
Yeah, I feel bad for Klay Thompson though, because he joined the Mavs thinking that he was going to win another ring, and now I don't know what we're going to do with Klay, because Klay has been really streaky this year.
Is he still with Megan Thee Stallion?
I'm not sure. But I know that he had a couple in that stretch of games. I don't remember when it was. Maybe like a within the month. He had like a stretch of like 3 games where he had like 30. Like 30, 30, 30. And it was cool because I'm like, oh my God, he's back. And then he was back to getting like 15.
Yeah, they're still together.
And he was back to like 15. So I don't know. Klay's been really inconsistent. I can't tell if that's because he's pissed or if it's because, like I can't tell what the reason exactly is, but hopefully we can turn our season around and Klay Thompson be happy again.
I think today's his birthday. Is it today
is it the captain's birthday?
Yesterday? I don't remember.
Is it the captain's birthday?
I just looked up. Hold on one second. I'm gonna crack the back. Should I see if the mic picks it up?
No, it was
Let me see if the. All right, wait.
It was 4 days ago.
Watch this. Let's see if the mic.
Yeah, let's see.
Everybody, Everybody all quiet on the Western Front here. We're trying to get the back crack. All right, let me get close to
You got it. Nah.
Wait, other way. Hold on.
Come on. Nah.
Now that's good radio. Now that's good radio right there. Just
silence.
20 seconds of silence because I'm trying to rotate and crack my back around. Yeah, that's good radio right there.
He's averaging 11.
Can you fact check me on the birthday thing? Because I looked
4 days ago.
Oh, it was 4.
Yeah.
Well, whoever wrote the article I just pulled up is extremely behind on news.
It was 4 days ago.
Extremely behind. It was an article saying that, yeah, and then right after go like this. That's the key. Megan Thee Stallion was rocking a daring backless look to Klay Thompson's birthday bash. It was an article from an hour ago, and it's like, bro, that happened 4 days ago, and you're still talking about her outfit. Some people and the stuff that they say about celebrities and how much they care. Yeah. It's like, look, man, if it's not an athlete that did some crazy wild thing, it's like, why are you trying to figure out what happened?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. To each their own.
But let's take a look. Going back to the NBA, let's take a look at the
drama.
The drama and the standings.
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about the fistfights.
We can if we want.
Nah,
we can get into that.
We covered some of the fist. Just for the people that want to know about the fighting, go ahead and look up Hornets Pistons, and then also look up Hawks Timberwolves. There were a couple situations. Naz Reid was ejected.
Shocker.
I think. What's the other guy's
Nobody's surprised.
name? It's not Idrissa Gay. Is it Mohammed Gay? I can't remember because those are two soccer player names. Those are two. One of them's African, the other one's European, and they're soccer player names. So that's why they're sticking in my head. But
well, no one's surprised that Naz Reid got ejected.
I don't think that's the Hawks guy's name.
I'm really not surprised about Naz Reid. I feel like he gets in a fight every other day.
No, that's Isaiah Stewart. That's the guy from the Pistons. That's just a crash out. He only got 7 games.
Yeah, I know.
For violating multiple policies.
Yeah.
But, him, Jalen Duren, Philly boy, Delaware, also at Philly boy. Shout out. Double ties to here at Newman. But, yeah, man, there were a couple guys that got into it.
Boston's second in the East?
Well, this is something that we didn't expect. So, with the injury to Jason Tatum,
I didn't know that.
He sacrificed his Achilles so that they could be good this year. Jaylen Brown was going to play MVP-level basketball. I knew that part. Everybody knew that part. I predicted that. I knew he was going to get MVP votes.
It was everybody else.
It's everybody else. How were they going to formulate the team around him, right? Because they dished Porzingis. They had made some moves to get Anthony Simons in, and then they dished him right after they used they got their points out of him. They got their deep three-chucking out of him.
Oh, my God. They did just get Nikola, however you say his last name.
Vucevic.
Yeah.
And he's ring chasing. And we had gotten so excited that maybe it was going to be over for the Celtics. Maybe the Sixers were going to have a year or two to rebuild and really look like the team that was going to take over the Eastern Conference in a couple seasons. Unfortunately, Jaylen Brown literally has taken the league by storm.
29.3 a game.
Led this team storming to a thunderous second place record right behind the Pistons, who are
40-13.
Another team that is surprising a lot of people.
Wow,
so the East, 13. Yeah, man, the East has been great to watch this year. Great to watch.
It's good to see that because usually the West is the powerhouse.
Yeah, usually we see that,
and they still kind of,
Dude,
I want to say they are.
The play-in picture for the West is very sad. The bottom of the West is very sad. Take a very sad.
1 through 8 are all over 500, and it's the same for 1 through 8 in the East. But
yeah,
how about the Thunder, man? 42-13, right behind them the Spurs at 38-16, who have their number, by the way.
A lot of people were saying yes, and you know who else has their? You know who has the Spurs number? The Hornets.
Oh my God! Yeah,
I love the Hornets. The Hornets. That's the story right now. I mean, obviously, the Celtics and the Pistons are surprising a lot of people with their success this year. But they have studs on their team. They've got proven players that have been first, second team All-NBA and are good, strong, serviceable role players on the bench as well. The Hornets, dude, it's just like a bunch of young guys. And there's a couple crash outs too. And Oh man, they're so much fun to watch. They got a couple of shot chuckers. They're super athletic. What does it have the win streak up there? If you pull up,
Yeah. They've won straight. They've only won
the
one.
Hornets.
The Hornets won straight.
Can you look at like last 10 or like last 20?
Their last 10, they're 9-1.
Okay, yeah. So I was gonna say I kept seeing every time I was looking on the ESPN app for box scores, they just kept winning and they kept winning. They were winning on the road. It wasn't easy, but they were doing it.
By the way, I was wrong. Mavericks haven't lost 5 straight. They've lost 8 straight.
Yeah, the Mavs are sliding. Yeah, man.
It could be the Kings though. They've lost 14 straight.
Are the Mavs tanking? 8 straight?
I don't know.
Kings are tanking.
What's crazy is it's not necessarily a tank. You want to know why? Because we're playing our starters. We're playing our best players every game. We're just losing. And Flagg.
Ethical. It's an ethical.
We're losing by like.
Ethical.
We're losing by like 10 or less. Well, that's a lie. These last few games have not been 10 or less. Because Celtics beat us by 10, the Spurs beat us by 12, and then the Spurs beat us again by 13.
Spurs gonna be a tough matchup for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, one thing with the Spurs though, I mean, there's a couple of young guys out there that are turning heads. Dylan Harper am I correct on that?
For the Spurs?
Yeah. What's his name?
1 second. Just keep rambling.
I feel like that the Rutgers guy, the Rutgers cat, left-handed. He was struggling to knock down.
Dylan Harper. Yes, he is on the Spurs. He's averaging 10, 3, and 3.
He was struggling to knock down open shots. He had one of the lower wide open three-point shot percentages. Him and Dyson Daniels,
he's shooting 46% from the field, but I don't know what his 3-point shooting is.
Dyson Daniels is just absolutely not.
25%.
Fallen off. He hasn't done it this year. But yeah, that's something to monitor as well. Is there are a couple guys that we expected to have some better development that maybe are not shooting the 3 as well this year. I think Dylan Harper is.
Dylan Harper is shooting 25% from 3.
He's a dog though. What's Cooper shooting?
Cooper,
because I know Dylan Harper. That was the big question. Because I was a big Dylan Harper guy that draft night. You know what I mean? I was like, look, I mean, this guy's gonna be just as good. But
Flagg is shooting.
He's also not asked to be do as much.
Yeah, Flagg is shooting 30% from 3.
Yeah,
not much
slightly
better, but
slightly.
He's shooting 48 from the field though.
Probably
Same as Dylan Harper.
Probably got a higher volume too. So.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, he has to do much more.
He's shooting 80% from the free throw line though. That's good. Well, it's not good, but it's 80 plus is average in the NBA.
80 plus is definitely average. I think Curry's the guy that has the record with he's over 90. So he had a couple seasons over 90.
Did you see that? Did you see LeBron is no longer hit the threshold for required games to get any awards, so he can't win All Player, like first or second team. It'd be the first time in like 13 years since that's happened.
Yeah. LeBron.
He's been out. He's
Lovers
been trying to stay healthy.
Not happy with that stat, man. I tell you that. I'm not like the biggest. I love LeBron James. You know what I mean? I'm not the.
Yeah.
I think he's on steroids and has been for some time.
No,
listen,
no one's
man.
gonna say anything if he is.
Look, I don't think
anyone will call him out on it if he were.
I don't want to pull up the story. Actually, no, I'm gonna pull up the story. We'll go to a short break real quick. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to 98.5 WNUW LPS, and you're listening to Thursday Morning Lineup.
Yeah.
And please don't go anywhere because we were just talking about LeBron James, and I need to pull up on ESPN all the times that this story about him juicing has gotten suppressed, and whistleblowers get followed and stuff, and somebody left poop on this guy's car. So go ahead and hit the button for me, Noah. We'll be right back. Ernest Randy Mims is the name. LeBron James is the game. You're listening to 98.5 WNUW TML Thursday Morning Lineup with Noah and Owen. If you know who LeBron James is, but you don't know who Ernest Randy Mims is, let me give you a little bit of information. Barely a month into James's first season with the Miami Heat, he had taken them to a crazy run. Well, let me tell you something. This man, Ernest Randy Mims, is credited as being James's fixer. LeBron James's fixer. He's the guy that helps him from the time he's very young to the time he's very old, getting brand deals, kind of figuring out his way through life, and navigating all of the success and all of the difficulty that comes with being social media famous. Obviously,
and being LeBron James.
From the time he was in high school, he had all the cameras on him.
Well, yeah.
This man right here, Randy Mims, his name came up in the biogenesis documents. Now, the DEA files were a big probe. The DEA biogenesis files were a big probe on celebrity and athlete steroid
Oh boy.
use, steroid, what's it called when you accuse, steroid accusal, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Accusations.
Yeah.
LeBron, there was nothing that really came out other than a couple guys on TV, like analysts like Shaq and like Chuck saying it and joking around about it, but saying it.
Yeah.
And people kind of just looked past it.
Well, it's LeBron.
But the Clutch Group, that's his group, Clutch Group.
Mm-hmm.
That's Rich Paul. That's his agent. That's like his like business group. They're unfortunately tied into a couple different things that have gotten them into trouble. One of them was definitely this biogenesis scandal. When it broke, the biggest names, the biggest players were Brian Braun. You remember that. Alex Rodriguez. Nelson Cruz.
Yep.
It was at first it was all these MLB guys, and it was like, oh, okay, like, oh, they're all juicing. And I mean, Braun was unbelievable. He won like an MVP that year, and they were like, okay, what's going on?
I mean, look at the guy.
And those were the days. But LeBron was never named in those reports.
Of course he wasn't.
Years later, that was back like 2010, 2012, 2014.
Okay.
Years later, even though LeBron's camp may or may not have been implicated by the feds during this scandal, it wasn't until 2023 that Jeff Teague, ex-NBA player,
Yep,
and
I remember Teague.
podcast host of Club 520, great podcast, just openly admitted it as a player, as an ex-player. This wasn't really talked about previously at all in the NBA, because if you talk about it, you're exiled. You know, that's their golden boy. You're not allowed to.
Yeah, of course. You can't say anything about Braun.
Talk bad about Braun. Jeff Teague said he was on steroids for real. They started testing for HGH, and he had to sit out. He said that his back was hurting, and he sat out for 3 weeks. Teague said that he came back skinny. That's when LeBron was on the Heat. That's around the same time that Shaq and Chuck were saying things on live TV about it. That's around the same time that the biogenesis scandal was going on with those guys, Braun, all them. So
was it just that one time, or did it happen again?
That was the only time that the media almost caught wind of it. It was because all these other players, these MLB guys, and a couple boxers, and a couple wrestlers, Big Show.
Yeah,
the Big Show was taking it.
That makes sense.
To stay big. He was taking these
he's
little,
called the Big Show. He's got to fit to his word.
They had testosterone lozenges, and they had like little patches that you could place underneath.
Underneath your clothes?
No. There were lozenges you could suck on, and it was an extra testosterone boost. And then there was tabs that you could place on your tongue or underneath your tongue or under your lip, kind of like a Zyn, and it would do a similar effect. It was like a male enhancement thing. But if you took too many of them, you would come up hot, because now you're all of a sudden you're like literally feeling like 4 men in one. Pause. So that's definitely, it's over a decade ago. The federal biogenesis investigation. You should check it out. Originally it was called Operation Strikeout because it started with Braun and those guys. But look, man, any whistleblowers, anybody that spoke up specifically about NBA guys using, like LeBron, they were fired. And the one guy,
really,
in an interview on a radio show from 2013, I saw crappy audio of it on YouTube. He said that somebody left a poop on his car. He thinks that somebody from LeBron's camp left a poop on his car.
Oh, wow.
Because he had been working on a story that linked Clutch Group, and that guy, who was the guy I said, Ernest Mims, that linked that guy to the gentleman, the doctor, Dr. T, he goes by, the guy that was supplying all the baseball players and the wrestlers and stuff. So he was linked to Ernest, and Ernest was Braun's number one guy, main guy. He was involved with Clutch Group. So, I mean, look, dude, it's not that, like,
what a joke.
Yeah,
what a joke, man.
It's not that hard to draw the line from point A to point B.
Yeah,
I mean,
but nobody wants to admit it because LeBron's their golden boy and he was the face of the league. So if he's juicing, then there's no point like the league's just gonna like plummet. They're like, oh my god, the best player is juicing. So now all the other players like, oh, do I have to juice to be the best player in the league? Like,
there's people that immediately want to come to the defense of LeBron and poke at Michael Jordan right away when you say stuff like that. I'm not saying or taking away from anybody. No. I'm not saying one guy's better or worse than the other guy. I'm just proving that this is based on facts. That's all. That's all.
It's the same thing with the whole Barry Bonds thing. Like the kid was a stud before he juiced, and then he became really a stud.
Yeah. Well, Braun was great, but then he became an MVP. But I mean they can take you over the top. It's not just baseball, like basketball. It's a confidence thing.
Yeah.
When you're feeling it, you're feeling it.
Oh yeah. That's why
when you're hitting the deep ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When everything that you're seeing, every ball that you're seeing looks like a softball. You know what I mean? It's the same thing as when you're shooting from deep and you just made your first three and you come out of the timeout and you're still hot and the hoop looks like it's 2 times as big. Yeah. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's a momentum sport.
Exactly. That's why the hottest teams in October are the ones, or September, October.
Yeah.
The teams that are hottest going into the
Diamondbacks,
the playoffs.
When they beat the Phillies,
and then got smacked by the Rangers.
Yeah.
But it's the teams that are the hottest going into the playoffs in both the NBA and the MLB.
Didn't they steal a game? Did they steal a game or two from you?
I think maybe one.
Okay.
Was it 2? I think it might have been 2.
Might have stolen 2.
Yeah, but either way, I don't think there was no chance.
But look, hey, look it up on your own. Draw your own conclusions. Don't let me tell you how to think or feel. All I do is spit facts. You can interpret the rest. You can go with the rest. But yeah, that's
gotta be careful with Braun though.
That's LeBron, man. That's LeBron.
You can't touch him.
Doing that. People want to say, "Oh, what about Michael Jordan? How was he
jumping from the free throw line and dunking?"
Yeah, how was he jumping from the free throw line? He was on steroids back then. How did he go bald so early? It's like, bro, did you see his hairline in college? I mean, one of my friends from high school is bald already. Some people just get unlucky, bro.
Yeah,
that's how it is. And some people are. I think if there's one person that has the mindset to be, because Kobe Bryant did the same thing. Yeah. If there's one person that has the mindset to be like, F it, I'm going bald, shave it off, I don't care. It's Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. They don't. Yeah. That was so funny. I remember I brought that. I think bro was trying to rage bait me. He was like, "What's up with the hair loss? Completely clean. They never had any. They lost their hair super early." I'm like, bro.
Sometimes you just shave it all off.
Hang it up. Look up Randy Mims and look up Clutch Group and look up Biogenesis. Hang it up.
Oh man, can't touch Braun. Can't do it. Can't do it. He's untouchable.
Well,
and his son now too, probably.
I was gonna say you kind of can now because he's older. He's
on his way out. But
they don't call every he takes some hits sometimes. You probably can't now, but yeah, Bronny.
Can't touch Bronny anymore now. Until Braun leaves the NBA, then he probably won't see the floor ever again.
Who do you think will have a better career?
Okay.
LeBron James's kid
or
Dwayne Wade's kid? Because Dwayne Wade's kid is also a high-level AAU player and is now, I think he's in college now, or he was. I think he's in college now.
That's a good question. I haven't watched. I can't really answer that because I haven't seen enough of D Wade's kid, but I've seen flashes out of Bronny that were like, wow.
Oh, he plays in the Basketball Africa League.
Interesting. I've seen flashes out of Bronny though, where I'm watching and I'm like, oh, where's that been? And then he'll actually get into an NBA. When he's in the G League, he cooks everybody. He cooks everybody in the G League.
This guy's doing Twitch. What am I talking about? This guy stepped away from basketball to do Twitch, man. What am I talking about? I'm not updated, man. Zaire Wade is a fool like his daddy. Oh, man. No, I'm just kidding. Dwayne Wade's cool. Cool.
But the thing about Bronny is he cooks everybody in the G League. Then he steps on the court and he freezes. He's way more hesitant when he's on the NBA court. I don't know.
It's light's too bright, camera's too flashy, whatever. He'll be okay.
Yeah.
His dad's LeBron James. He's grown up in an NBA locker room. Real quick, before we go, can we get one of these? Hey.
If you want to see what Owen just did, check out GameTime Sports Show.
Yeah, definitely.
When we report
morning lineup.
When we post Thursday morning lineup on YouTube.
Yeah, definitely, because we're ending it off on a little bit of an ode to Braun and Bronny after I just threw them under the bus, and because Clutch Group was involved with the Biogenesis scandal and Ernest Mims is a fraud. So sorry about that, folks. But listen, we'd like to finish it on a high note here
Yes.
on 98.5 WNUW. We hope everybody enjoys the rest of their Thursday. The sun is shining and the sky is blue, but man, in Aston, PA, I'm telling you, that wind is whipping. It's like 15 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour every single day.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just
It's not fun. I remember you texting me on the way up. You're like, man, this wind is brutal.
Well, yeah, I got a haircut, so now my head's cold. So I should have worn a
yeah.
hat.
Check out Game Time. GameTime Sports Show. We actually just released our episode 2 of the second season last night. So go check that out on YouTube. And then, Owen, you have your show tomorrow, correct?
That's right. Yep. Kickstart your weekend with me. And I think Rail's coming by tomorrow as well, Dariel. So we're going to have a little 3 to 4 show on every Friday I'm running that. So check us out.
Yep.
That'll do it for Thursday morning lineup with Noah and Owen. We hope you enjoy your weekend, folks. Take it easy.